we are in the middle of spring anime, and of course, we got some bangers. Love is War Season 3 is already peak halfway through, and it's gonna get even more crazy. The family has already like a crazy start to it. The fan base is already crazy, and the memes are, oh my god, they are everywhere. Have you seen them Aya and the manga crossovers? Oh, it's amazing. Oh, and I also got Shield Hero, which I haven't really seen, hearing good stuff about. But yeah, Season 2 of Shield is also out right now. We got some pretty popular animes in spring, but we also have this newcomer. This newcomer that's I feel like people are sleeping on low key, and I'm gonna talk about this video, and that is Summertime Rending, man. So I am 5 episodes in, and I think it has like 6 right now. 5 or a day this I'm recording at 6, but I'm gonna wait after the last episode. I got to do this video, so yeah, I'm watching Sometime Rendering, and I feel like this anime should be talked about more because it is a crazy thriller, man. But today I'm talking about the series and talking about why y'all should watch it basically. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Oh, whoa. So where can I start with Sometime Rendering? I feel like, of course, this is one of those anime thriller shows, and it is like, it's very creepy, if that makes sense. So what I could best describe the series as is basically ReZero the anime, and it mixed with Ghostbusters and all that shit. So yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, except for Ghostbusters, it's with shadows, and yeah, I'm gonna get into it. So basically, the plot of Summertime Rendering is, I'm not gonna spoil who dies the first episode, but someone dies, and the person has to. The main character Shinpei goes to the trip and goes to the funeral, and basically the whole cause of the person's death is like a mystery. And throughout the episode, it's sad because a person died, and one of his friends. And once it's revealed of how the person dies, it's kind of unordinary, but like, because the person wouldn't just die like that, if that makes sense. And it's revealed her death is kind of like involving shadows, like basically like ghost like people. And then once that happens, they have to figure out how to stop all this shadow hunting, killing, all that stuff. So yeah, and I hope I explained that right. Like I said, I'm trying not to give away no spoilers. And then so that happens, and then also the main character can like restart at life, and you know what I mean by that. When this person dies, he comes back like ReZero, and yeah, so the main character has that ability. So now every time he dies, he comes back and has to, figure out the whole origins of the shadows and, what possibly could happen and, how to stop it basically. So yeah, kind of simple, kind of not creepy. Yes, it is. So what I mean by that is, this is a thriller because once you about that plot, once you get like an understanding of the plot, so much things happens. Like within 6 episodes, I'm telling like so many deaths, unexpected twists, unexpected people, unexpected moments, and it's just a whole bunch of stuff. And which is also a good and bad thing. Why? Because, well, it's a bad thing because, like, I'm not gonna lie, within 6 episodes or 5 episodes that I watched, the pacing is kind of fast. It's kind of fast, and I often ask the question, what the bleep is happening? So, because it's like so much stuff is happening. But also, it's good because, it's like you don't get in moments like where it's slow or like it's build up. It's just like straight fast stuff. So, yeah. And when I say what the hell is happening, it's a good thing, not really a bad thing most of the time. So, yeah. And of course, I didn't even talk about the characters. So I'm still learning like the characters' names, but this is fairly new. But I will say it has some pretty good, enjoyable characters so far. Shinpei, he's the protagonist, of course. And he also has, his friends and companions like Mio, who's the sister of the person that died, and then also you have the person that died, who's also like actually important to the plot. And then he has his friends from his old hometown, which he's visiting the deceased person. And yeah, so it just they introducing more characters. Like there's a sheriff in this show that's kind of funny but weird at the same time. It has like weird people, like adults. It has a business like lady who also like an assassin, a trained shooter, and then just characters are pretty interesting. I hope we get to know more about them in the series and like backstories or something like that, because it's actually really interesting as a show. And another thing about the show, which I mentioned the shadows and like Ghostbusters type stuff, because like the shadows actually like come in, and minor spoiler alert, trust me when I tell you this, I feel like it helps you understand the plot. Like I said, it's fast paced action, and you might be confused watching the show. So yeah, the shadows come in and take form of the humans, and sometimes the humans are like friends of Shinpei. And once again, you juggling of which one's real, which one's fake, and then when the killings start getting involved. And that's another thing, this show is very graphic. Like the way these people like die, it's blood a lot in this episode. I'm surprised it's not censored, I guess. But like the way even when he restarts in life before he dies, it's kind of graphic. And so if you're uneasy with blood, and I would say be careful watching the show. But yeah, this is obviously one of the best thrillers of the spring anime. Like I know it's probably other shows like I think the Tomodachi Game, which I know is like a Squid Game type anime. I heard the manga's pretty fire too, but I don't know how that show is regarding thrillers. Let me know down below in the comments. But I feel like this is probably the best thriller. Sometime Rendering is the best thriller of the spring anime because you constantly asking what episode, like what happens next, and even when you like binge, like I can't wait to watch next episode because it's like a whole bunch of thrillers. You're thinking of what's gonna happen to the characters and what's the shadow, what's the origin, and who is the lady that's appearing as like a godlike person. Like it just that's a whole bunch of stuff going on. And if you want like a nice seeking dark thriller, this should show for you, man. And I don't know how many episodes it's gonna have. Hopefully at least 14. I would love 24, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, like 2 cores would be nice. But yeah, and I would say one thing about the show, like if you watch ReZero, I would say this show kind of like implements ReZero a lot. You know, with the dying again and then the emotions, the dark stuff. But you know, I love ReZero, so you should love this show too. Like I said, I'm not saying it's a copy of ReZero, clone and like that, but you know, it does use a lot of its elements to, I guess, make its own stuff. So I'm okay with, you know, I love ReZero, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like this show. It's my favorite spring anime. So yeah, you all should watch it, and I recommend this to y'all. And trust me, I don't fail y'all with put you on the anime. Trust me. And I'm not sure, but I did read it somewhere that the manga, it was on Shonen Jump Plus, which is, you know, like an online service thing. And I think it ended, honestly, so it's kind of sucked. But hey, if you want to read it, there you go. Sometime in there on Shonen Jump Plus. There you go. So I'm pretty sure it has like a promising future for its anime, because top 10 episodes of the week, at least I'm pretty sure it has to be. So yeah, I can expect more great things from the story to develop, the characters to develop, and for the story to get darker, and you know, the mystery to get unsolved. And yeah, so make sure y'all watch Sometime Rendering. That's what I'm about to do. Finish the last. Well, I watch episode 6 right now, and then yeah, catch y'all later. Bye. Oh, and subscribe. I almost forgot to say that. Bye.